One match at a time. That's the mantra for Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC these days. They're not looking back. They're not looking forward. They're only focused on tonight. And tonight, their opponent is an Austin Bold FC team that is quickly moving up the USL Western Conference standings. Good evening and welcome to Widener Field alongside Roland Vargas. I'm Ryan Kaufman. And Roland, the Switchbacks were really ready for that matchup with Phoenix a week ago. They were excited about it. 3 goals in the first 10 minutes kind of took the wind out of their sails. But again, they're leaving that in the past, focusing on Austin.
Yeah, you're 100% correct. The Switchbacks have to come out tonight and give a good performance against a team, just as you said again, Austin Bold, they're flying up the USL's Western Conference.
Well, Switchbacks FC should know more than most about how good these USL new boys are. Last time they played against Austin, it was a decisive victory down in Texas. And of course, after that match, Steve Tritchie was dismissed as head coach. So the Switchbacks certainly want to exact a little revenge.
Yeah, they do. Austin Bold, they have good players, they have a good system, they know how to work it, and the Switchbacks are going to have to key on this man right here and slow him down. Andre Lima, the young Brazilian, he knows how to score goals, he knows how to get around. He's the main man for the Austin Bold this evening.
Yeah, had 2 goals last time these 2 teams played, so he'll be a marked man for sure. And on the other side for Switchbacks FC, how about their leading goal scorer, Jordan Burt, the captain? His leadership in this stretch of the season is going to be massive.
Yeah, Jordan Burt's huge, wearing the captain's armband. As you said, his family is here this evening. Jordan Burt is going to lead the Switchbacks, emotionally push them forward, drive forward from that right back spot. He can also slide into midfield when needed.
Well, there's not much time left for Switchbacks FC to climb back into the playoff race. They'll look to take step 1 tonight. Switchbacks and Austin Bold are coming up next.
I've never been like the other kids.
Looked like you saw a ghost.
Nancy!
Nancy Drew.
I chased the shadows, and Horseshoe Bay had a lot of them.
Thought you might do something dangerous.
What were you doing there, following me?
I believe in looking for the truth.
Nancy Drew.
Mommy?
An emergency is the absence of choice.
Get off the field!
It's a cruel, cruel summer.
Go! Go!
Leaving me here on my own. It's a cruel, cruel summer. Now you're gone.
Mommy! Get away from the water! Get away from the water!
911, what's your emergency?
Wednesday on the season finale of 90210.
I love when you pretend to be put off by Jason. We can't afford to bring all 7 of you back.
Wednesday at 8 on Fox 21.
Everybody stop your clucking.
Sunday, September 29th, Fox's animation domination is back.
Yay!
And your favorite families welcome the Hart family.
Wait, what?
Yay!
Bunch of loonies up in here.
Bringing you the biggest names in comedy.
Their eggs sell for $40 a pop. Ow! Ow!
This is gonna work. Hashtag sarcasm.
Bless the Hearts premieres Sunday, September 29th.
Oh my God!
Oh, God.
We just got the swelling down.
On Fox.
Wednesday on the season finale of 90210.
I love when you pretend to be put off by Jason. We can't afford to bring all 7 of you back.
Wednesday at 8 on Fox 21.
We welcome you back to Widener Field. We are moments away from kickoff between Austin Bold FC and the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. This is our Children's Hospital of Colorado player walkout. You may be able to pick out a few different faces in the lineup for Switchbacks FC, and we will see those here in just a moment. Wolde Harris switching things up a little bit, but first let's take a look at how Austin is going to line up tonight. Diego Restrepo gets the start in net, 4th in the USL in both saves and clean sheets. Sion McFarland makes his trip back here to Colorado Springs. He's had a productive season, 2 goals and 6 assists. And then we talked about the terrific talent Austin has up top. led by Andre Lima. And for Switchbacks FC, after 1 week off, Abraham Rodriguez, is back in the net. The back line anchored by Captain Jordan Burton, his team leading 6 goals. Midfield looks very much the same except for Tucker Bone. The Air Force Academy product will start in place of Shane Malcolm, who's on international duty. And up top, there's where most of the changes are coming. Fernando Delfin Gonzalez and Cesar Romero get to start up top. Roland, what have you got for the keys?
Yeah, for the Austin Bold, they've got to keep pushing, got to be on the front foot, get their goals, reverse their road woes. We'll talk about their recent schedule here in just a moment. In defensive aggression, they hunt. When they hunt in packs, they defend well. They defend as a team. They're able to win the ball back and put teams under pressure and climb up the Western Conference, as we mentioned before this game. And for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FCs, you get a good look there at the Switchbacks going through their pregame huddle. They've got to do much of the same. They've got to get on the front foot as well. You talked about it, their lineup shake-up. They defend in a wolf pack and just forget about June. They've had some difficult results. We'll look back on those as we go forward in this broadcast. But the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC happy to be home and happy to be facing a high-flying Austin Bold team.
Just a couple more opportunities to impress in front of the home fans, and Switchbacks FC will be looking to do just that tonight. Overcast evening here in Colorado Springs. A few droplets falling earlier, but for right now the precipitation is away from us but ever looming, and we'll see how that affects things as we move forward throughout the evening. Switchbacks FC trying to make an improbable climb up the standings into the playoffs. Meanwhile, Austin Bold FC, who gets us underway, looking to stay within the top 4 of the USL Western Conference. Ball lost out on the near side. Switchbacks FC will have a throw-in. Ish Jome finding Jordan Schweitzer. Now back to Reeves. A lot of continuity on that back line with the return of Jamal Jack as the pass from Reeves is headed away. Now Ronnie Argueta has it. Argueta trying to weave his way through a couple of defenders, plays it off to Romero, and Romero is offside.
Yeah, good early break for the Switchbacks FC. Ronnie Argueta pushed a little bit higher to start this match as you get a good look at the referee.
Callan Radisov will be our referee. He'll be assisted by Joshua Himes and Jeffrey Schwartzel. Our 4th official tonight is Adam Zarin. Restrepo with the ball ready to go, waiting for the go-ahead. He gets it, sends it casually downfield, headed away by Jamal Jack. Now Syed Robinson plays it out wide for Tucker Bone. Bone over the top. Looking for Gonzalez, can't find him, and he'll end up out of play on the far side.
You just get the feeling that Tucker Bone's going to be very important for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC going forward this evening, as you said, replacing Shane Malcolm, who's off with Guam on international duty, as we get a good look there at the Austin Bold bench and their head coach, Marcelo Serrano.
And Marcelo Serrano kind of splits his duties between Austin Bold, and he's still in charge of the U.S. Virgin Islands men's senior national team, a well-traveled head coach that has played and coached in many different countries at many different levels. Austin Bold has gotten them a good one for this inaugural season, and you see the results as they sit near the top of the standings. Near the top of the standings, not including Phoenix, because they are right now in a different stratosphere. We just saw them last week here at Widener Field, jumped right on the Switchbacks from the outset, and were able to sit back and coast to a 3-0 victory to keep the longest winning streak in American soccer alive. But, as we said at the top of the broadcast, the Switchbacks are living in the moment, so we shall as well. Chris Reeves will play that ball back to Abraham Rodriguez. The 17-year-old plays it out to Jordan Burt, and now a pass that was trying to be forced into Tucker Bone is played out.
Yeah, Tucker Bone starting very wide for the Switchbacks on that right wing as we get a good look at their coaching staff and their interim head coach, former Jamaican international, man with a long history of soccer here in Colorado Springs and Colorado, Woldy Harris. Next to him, Trey Harrington and Diego Zaltron on Woldy's left.
Woldy Harris was an assistant the last time these two teams met up, has since taken the interim head coaching duties. Now Syed Robinson within the middle of the field for Switchbacks FC. Ball played out wide to Jordan Burt. The captain plays it down to Tucker Bone successfully this time. Now Bone dribbling in, trying to play it to Robinson, tapped away. Now Austin has it on the far side of the field. Collision there on the far side of the field. Jordan Burt getting whistled for the foul. So it'll be a restart here for Austin Bold FC as the ball is played out wide, just kept in, or perhaps not. A late whistle there. Former Switchbacks player Sion McFarland couldn't quite keep it in despite his best efforts.
Yeah, it was a bit of a loose pass out to Sion McFarland, playing at that right back position. Austin started a little bit nervously early doors here, and Switchbacks FC have had a good high press so far. And Ish Jome will get us restarted on this free kick. He'll go sideways to Chris Reeves, looking to the far side to Tucker Bone.
And that one headed away by Austin. Jordan Burt trying to track it down, won't need to as it goes out for a Switchbacks throw-in. Burt in front of the Austin dugout there, throws it in to Tucker Bone. And a whistle and a foul going against Austin. Bone, one of two Air Force Academy products, I should say, on this Switchbacks team. His college teammate Austin Dewing is not only an Air Force Academy product, he's an Air Academy high school product as well. High school that is on the base of the Air Force Academy. They certainly both have their fair share of fans at every Switchbacks game since they signed their first pro contracts a few months back, as that one is deflected out by Ronnie Argueta. McFarland will throw this one in.
Nice little 1-2 with Tomasi there. As you said, Sion McFarland will get us back underway. And Austin Bold will look to build.
Lima from behind. Fernando Gonzalez Delfin thought that he took it away cleanly. Referee disagreed. So Delfin is the newest member of Switchbacks FC. He was acquired in the last transfer window from Club America in Mexico. And they really think he, moving forward, can be a big help for them in scoring goals, as this one is sent in. Is Jome able to guide it away, or at least keep his player away from the ball? You take a good look at Delfin there.
It brings a different dimension to the Switchbacks attack. It's going to be very interesting to see his partnership early in this game with Cesar Romero up top for the Switchbacks. A lot of pace. See if they can get him behind this Austin Bold defense led by the man that we've talked about so far on this broadcast, Sion McFarland, as young Abe Rodriguez will go long with this goal kick for the home team.
Rodriguez sending this one downfield. Syed Robinson trying to camp under. It'll be headed away by Austin, and now controlled by Ish Jome. Nice dribbling in the midfield circle. Goes forward with it. Jome now with some space tries to play a ball through to Delfin, and instead it will end up on the left foot of Diego Restrepo.
Yeah, nice break forward there by the Switchbacks. Just a little bit too heavy on that pass. It was good movement in behind from that combination of Romero and Delfin. You see the nice step forward by Ish Jome, just unable to find that pass. Is on the far side of the field. Chris Tierpak is going to pop up with this one, as we'll get you back to live play right now as Jordan Burt takes that ball away for the Switchbacks. Looks to start the attack over the top, just unable to find Fernando Delfin.
And now good anticipation there from Jordan Burt to step in front of that pass. Now Delfin has some trouble with it, taken away by Austin, and now taken back away by Jordan Schweitzer. Up to Cesar Romero. Romero, one-on-one, steps to the left, fires. That one was blocked. Ronnie Argueta trying to gain possession of it. And it will be Austin instead taking control. George Acosta was able to first get on it. Now the ball played out wide to Tierpak. So much talent that Austin has attacking. We hone in on Andre Lima, but really we could hone in on 3 or 4 players for this Austin team as the cross goes in and is played away by Jamal Jack, and this one ends up on the roof of the minor league baseball stadium that is next door here to Widener Field. That was a high drive and gone.
Jamal Jack certainly putting his foot through that one. It was a nice break forward from the Austin Bold. You talked about they're using that width on the far side of the field with Chris Tierpak, but they've got their first Phil Long corner kick of the evening, and they'll whip this one in with George Acosta.
Costa lines this one up, now sends it in, good looking ball, and that one is headed away by Jamal Jack, who makes another play in his own end.
Yeah, Jamal Jack, so important his return from that shoulder injury he was suffering with earlier in the season. Great to have him back, especially with the loss of Abdul Ngwadabaye, who's representing his native Rwanda right now.
Fans want to let you know that Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. Ball ends up going out. It will be a goal kick here for Switchbacks FC. Almost goes without saying, a much better start to this match as opposed to last week against Phoenix, and this is a Switchbacks team that the longer they get to hang around, the more confidence that they get. As Rodriguez puts his leg through this one, looking for Romero. That one a little bit over his head. Now Austin trying to take possession, and good job by Jome sticking his foot in there. Ronnie Argueta back to Jome. Jome, little push from behind there, delivered by Ima Tuomasi. And that'll be a foul going against Austin.
Switchback's comfortable to build from the back. That ball just gets sprayed over to Jamal Jack, and he'll look to the far side for Tucker Bone. Nice little touch off to Jordan Burt. But Chris Tierpak getting involved and winning that ball back for the visitors. Chris Tierpak always very easy to spot on the far side of the field with his header helmet. Makes it easy for us. This ball is going to be brought to the near side to Sion McFarland, the former Switchback.
Now taken away by Saeed Robinson. Jome getting very involved. He's obviously a guy that likes to get into the attacking run of play, but it seems like tonight he's gotten an edict from Woldy Harris to get even further involved in the attacking end. Jome, a good playmaker for Switchbacks FC, has set up his fair share of goals this season. McFarland will play this one back to Restrepo. Now Jome heads it out. Spoke to Jome yesterday, and he anticipated that Austin would be going right at him today. He says they like to go down that side of the field, and he expected to be very busy defensively here tonight. So far, it's been a pretty balanced attack from Austin, going both to the left and to the right, as McFarland will get another chance at a throw-in.
McFarland and Tuomasi push forward on the right-hand side for Austin Bold, as they've got a player going down. Referee just not going to buy it. Switchbacks are going to slow down play to allow George Acosta to get some treatment. Just looking for the foul there, but the referee just brought a halt to play to make sure that young man, Acosta, was okay. Yeah, you see Acosta going down, not really under very much pressure. It's Jordan Schweitzer stepping forward from that center midfield position, and Austin Bold with Andre Lima will play that back to the Switchbacks, and we're back underway here at Widener Field.
Now Chris Reeves with it to the near side. Over the top looking for Romero. Heads it forward, but nobody's home except Diego Restrepo. As we mentioned during the lineups, Diego Restrepo has 8 clean sheets this season. That is 4th in the entire USL Championship. We saw the leader in clean sheets last week in Zach Lubin. Austin got themselves a very good goalkeeper here in their first season, of course, spent last year in San Antonio. Now the ball played out wide to Tucker Bone. He'll send it in, looking for Delphine, and that one is played out by Austin, but will result in a corner kick for the home team.
Yeah, that was good. Switchback going forward. Nice idea by Saeed Robinson to quickly get that ball out to the right-hand side, and Tucker Bone and the Switchbacks will earn their first accelerated wealth corner kick of the evening that Ishchome will trot across to take on the far side of the field.
So first chance for Switchbacks FC to perhaps test Diego Restrepo in a real way here in the 15th minute. Jome here on the accelerated wealth corner kick. Puts up one arm as his teammates jostle for position. Now sent in over everything and rolls out on the near side. So throw-in coming here for Austin Bold FC. So play to the middle of the field as Reeves comes in with the hard tackle. That'll be a foul. Reeves goes by Tumasi and lets him know that nothing intentional there. And now Callan Radosov is going to speak with Chris Reeves and let him know that another tackle like that, and he will be going down in the book.
Yeah, Chris Reeves just forced to slide across in that center back position. And he escapes the yellow card, as you said, referee just having a chat with him, as the Austin Bold FC will look long to Chris Tierpak.
Tierpak with the header to the middle, was looking for Acosta. Jordan Schweitzer able to take it away. His pass downfield, Delphine able to get on it. Fernando Gonzalez Delphine into the box, plays it over, and Austin with a great bit of defending here, and now a flag will be up. Sion McFarland able to get his foot in there to stop the pass that was intended for Saeed Robinson, and then the offside call coming soon after.
Just a little bit too far in front of Saeed Robinson. It was a great break forward by Delphine on that far side. Used his speed well. You see him breaking in behind. He's looking up the whole time, looking to slide this ball across to the young to make it just a little bit too far in front of him. As you said, Sion McFarland came across, made no mistake about his challenge, playing that one off of Saeed Robinson, and then having some constructive criticism for his teammates.
Restrepo sends this one downfield, and now a whistle as Jordan Schweitzer got tied up with a couple of Austin players, and now Jordan Schweitzer is none too happy with one of the Austin players that was getting in his face. That was Andre Lima, and the two are still jabbing at each other. And now Callan Radosov coming in there to put an end to it. Bringing both gentlemen together, and now Jordan Schweitzer.
Schweitzer just having that challenge with Lima, as you said, some words off the ball, referee calming both players down. Back underway.
So it will be a foul going against Jordan Schweitzer. Ball played into the box by Austin. Good header there by Jamal Jack as Tucker Bone will go after it, and there's a whistle away from the play. Little contact there perhaps on Jamal Jack's header. Switchbacks FC will keep it here. As you see Lima there, will give us a chance to take a look at what it's been like for Switchbacks FC as of late. It's been over a month since this team has gotten a victory. And, of course, culminating in the 3-0 loss last weekend for Austin. It's been a mixed bag of results as of late, but they are coming off of a big win against their in-state rival, Rio Grande Valley FC. Here's Cesar Romero. Romero sidestepped one defender, but couldn't sidestep the other. Fans wanted a foul. They won't get it as play continues. Austin will send this one in, and it's caught by Rodriguez, who immediately rolls it out to the near side.
Good high starting position there from Abe Rodriguez coming out collecting that ball. Good break forward by the Switchbacks. This game getting very in. And there is Lima time going in on Jordan Schweitzer. Words earlier. Schweitzer once again not too pleased about that. With the big Brazilian coming across and giving him that challenge. Looked like there was a little bit extra in that one. The referee just going to calm things down. Talking to the man that we highlighted in the pregame.
Callum Radisov showing a fair amount of restraint there. He's had a couple of hard fouls, and especially with the whole sequence between Jordan Schweitzer and Andre Lima, a little bit surprised that a card was not produced. But certainly Lima has been put on notice as he will defend Jordan Schweitzer cleanly for the rest of the evening's proceedings. Diego Restrepo plays this off a hop. Fans want to let you know that Colorado Computer Support is a proud sponsor of the Switchbacks. Colorado Computer Support are IT professionals. Austin working around their back line here, as they have really yet to build up a strong attack and Tess Abraham Rodriguez. But they have had a fair amount of possession here in the first half. Ball swung to the near side. That will be played by Acosta. Up to McFarland. McFarland on Jome. A former Switchbacks defender against one of the newer ones as McFarland tried to send it in. Jome able to slide and knock that one out of play.
Good defending by the Switchbacks there, not giving up the Z-trip corner kick, and Abe Rodriguez will get us back underway. So you get a good look there at Sion McFarland pushing forward, and there's this Jome, his counterpart. They've been going head-to-head all game, as you said. Sion McFarland pushing forward from that right back spot for Austin Bold, and Ish Jome defending at left back, and Abe Rodriguez will get us back underway.
Rodriguez sends this one downfield looking for Tucker Bone, a little bit short. Battle for it in the middle of the field, headed by Argueta to Jordan Schweitzer. Now Schweitzer pitches it over the top, wanted Tucker Bone to take off running, but Bone, his momentum was going back the other way. Very difficult for him to turn and run after that one, and will result in a throw-in for Austin. Fans want to let you know that Colorado Technical University, also a very proud sponsor of Switchbacks FC. Find your future at CTU. Ball on the feet of Restrepo. He'll send this one out wide and just plain out. Throw-in coming for Switchbacks FC.
Yeah, good high press by the home side. Tucker Bone now on the ball. He's done well at that right wing position, filling in for the usual starter Shane Malcolm, and a nice challenge, keeping that ball in right in front of the Switchbacks bench, and an enthusiastic Woldy Harris pushing his team forward.
All headed away by Jamal Jack. Almost ended up being a legit attack from Switchbacks FC, but Delphine slipped on the play. And now Austin able to regain possession. Jome with the header. Now Argueta to Schweitzer. Now Chris Reeves with it. Play it back to Abraham Rodriguez, who wanted the ball, as he gets everyone back organized. Now downfield looking for Bone. It will be headed away by Austin. Throwing from Jordan Burt, looking for Tucker Bone down in the corner. Finds him. Bone tried to get around a defender, could not. This back line of Austin Bold has done very well here in the first 24 minutes of this match, as that one is sent out on the far side.
Nice touch from Adam Zarin on the far side of the field. Jordan Burt gets us back underway over to Jordan Schweitzer.
Schweitzer to Cesar Romero. Romero thought about it with the left foot, gets it taken away. And back the other way comes Baez to McFarland. McFarland chipped over the top. Looking for Acosta, but good defending there by Chris Reeves to get in there and halt that play.
Yeah, smart defending by Chris Reeves, sliding across once again from that center back spot. Just bailing out Ishjom, who had gotten caught a little bit far forward on the left wing for the Switchbacks. Nice job from Chris Reeves, just sliding across into that position as Sion McFarland once again will take this throw in for Austin Bold. Nice high press from Ronnie Argueta.
McFarland throwing it towards the box. Now Acosta sending it in. Switchbacks take it away. Robinson up to Bone. Nice combination here as the Switchbacks break the other direction. Jordan Burt through to Delphine, gets taken out. Referee's going to play the advantage as Delphine shoots that in. Or perhaps there is no advantage to be played. It sure looked like Jordan Burt caught quite a bit of contact. But the officiating crew here tonight has made a statement here early on that they're going to let these two teams battle it out. Only egregious fouls are going to be whistled here as this one slides out.
Yeah, now the referee will bring this back. I believe Jordan Burt, you see, getting taken right out of the play right there. It was a nice little through ball, and the referee is going to reach to his pocket for that challenge. As you see that switchback strike caught well in the end. The referee just making the international symbol that he's reaching for that Hanson Hot Springs yellow card. And there it is.
So he's going to give that to Gustavo Risi. So Risi picks up the yellow card. And our first Hanson Hot Springs yellow card of the evening.
And native of Sao Paulo, there you get to see him just taking out Jordan Burt as Burt was in full flow moving forward, starting that switchbacks attack. So referee just waiting for the first dead ball, and then going back and booking Gustavo Risi, and the switchbacks are back underway with that long boot forward from Abe Rodriguez.
Now more discussion here going on in the middle of the field while we take a look at the foul once again. And that camera angle showed it all there.
Yeah, Jordan.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, Jordan Burt just getting taken out. He won't be watching this because he's here in the stands, but we'll give a shout out to Stan Burt, Jordan's dad. Came by, had a nice conversation. Brought us a couple little trinkets as well from his travels before making his way out to Colorado Springs. As the switchbacks, good high press once again, not letting Austin play out of their half, and they're forced the visitors all the way back to Diego Restrepo.
Now Austin will try to build something here in the 27th minute. So we said haven't had much going throughout this first half for Austin. Fans, we want to let you know that you can follow the USL, MLS, UFC, and much more on ESPN Plus. Every USL match on ESPN Plus. Join the millions of viewers who have already signed up for ESPN Plus, Roland and I included, logging on to ESPNplus.com. Here's Chris Reeves, sends it down to Abraham Rodriguez. And that one wayward, out of play. Quick throw in here from Austin. Tapped away by Chris Reeves. And now a whistle will come here.
Saeed Robinson just working inside from his usual wing position, giving up the foul. Good opportunity for Austin Bold to bring some center backs forward and get this ball into the box. Andre Lima asking for the yellow card. Saeed Robinson having a discussion with him. As you see, Saeed Robinson just getting tangled up as he worked his way back. No need for a yellow card there. And the referee's got the magic spray out, and the center backs are forward for the visitors. As you take a good look there at the young Jamaican Saeed Robinson, there's Abe Rodriguez getting his wall ready for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC on our joint chiropractic free kick.
So it will be Baez who will take this one, sends it straight in on goal, and it ends up straight in the gut of Abraham Rodriguez.
Yeah, Baez just looking for that ball to knuckle a little bit more. Rodriguez always behind that. Made a clean, easy catch, and restarts the Switchbacks. And they'll look out wide. Nice little pass there from Saeed Robinson out to Ishjom.
Jones slows up the pace just a bit, was trying to get it to Romero, who couldn't break back the other way in time. Now Austin with it at midfield. We'll reverse it here to McFarland. Once again, McFarland and Jones one-on-one. McFarland trying to step out to the right. Gets wide, sends this one in, but it'll end up going over the goal and out for a goal kick.
And we take a look at the joint chiropractic free kick here from Baez. Really got behind it. Was just looking for a little bit more side-to-side action as Abe Rodriguez makes the easy catch in the end, but it was a nice strike of the ball. Switchbacks gave him that opportunity with the small wall. Rodriguez could see that ball the whole way and made the good, comfortable catch for the Switchbacks, and Abe Rodriguez will get us back underway on Superhero Night at Widener Field, half an hour in. So we give a shout out to the Shandy Clinic, exceptional therapy for exceptional children. As always, the Shandy Clinic, one of the fine sponsors of everything Switchbacks FC and the sponsor of the halftime show here on SoCo CW and ESPN+.
Now Jamal Jack will send this one out to the far side. Switchbacks with it, trying to build once again. Tucker Bone with it out wide, sends it in, and this one skips away. I don't think Romero's going to get to that in time. He will not, and it will result in a throw-in for Austin.
Yeah, good quick feet from Tucker Bone on that far side of the field to work that ball out and get the cross in. As you said, just goes a little bit long, hangs up, and goes out for the throw-in for that man right there, the former Switchback, Sion McFarland.
Lob here to Lima, try to play it quick, does so successfully. Now Austin building it up, Tumasi with it, couple of Switchbacks defenders in on him, and now Schweitzer and Tumasi go down, and the whistle will go against Austin.
Yeah, good job.
Tumasi, of course, none too happy with that call.
Yeah, good job by Jordan Schweitzer getting himself goal side. Tumasi just continuing his run, taking out the young Canadian Jordan Schweitzer. It was a good break forward from Tumasi, and then there goes Schweitzer, covered by Jamal Jack. Referee's assistance flag quickly up for the free kick against that young man right there, and the Switchbacks will be underway momentarily. Tumasi out of Accra in Ghana, one of two players from Ghana's capital city. Nice header there by the visitors, but the Switchbacks will win this ball back and get it out to Tucker Bone.
Bone out wide. Gets the pass from Delphine, tried to chip it forward for Saeed Robinson. Fans want a handball. Austin, meanwhile, with it at the top of the 18, and they'll break free. Long pass out wide here to Tierpak. Chris Tierpak pushing it forward, try to get it to Lima, taken away by Chris Reeves. Now Ronnie Argueta plays this one up, and then Delphine just turns and gets a forearm shiv to the face there as Okugo Umobi was waiting right there, as we'll take a look at this again.
It was a nice turn by Delphine, just a little flick around and trying to run onto his own little touch. Taken out of it. Get a good look there at Delphine. And the Switchbacks will restart with Jordan Schweitzer. He'll look out, invite Jamal Jack to join the offensive party for the Switchbacks.
Tucker Bone goes down, no whistle that time as Austin goes back the other direction. Jack able to send it over to Rodriguez. Now these young goalkeeper for the Switchbacks sends it downfield. Headed a couple of times by Austin. Once again, back in control. Reezy lays it out wide. And now the ball ends up going out where some of the Austin substitutes are putting in some work here.
Yeah, second Phil Long corner kick of the evening for Austin Bold. As you said, George Acosta will take this one on the far side of the field. George Acosta, young man out of Miami.
So Acosta places the ball here on the Phil Long corner kick. Second time he's ventured down that way. Sends this one in, headed above the goal and out by Lima.
Yeah, Andre
Got
Lima.
it clean, but just didn't put it in.
Yeah, he was having to work back. Andre Lima falling away from the goal. It was a nice ball in from Acosta. And Brazilian Andre Lima just leaning back. Very difficult to keep that ball down. And it goes flying into the Trailheads supporter section behind the Switchbacks goal.
Rodriguez thinking about what he wants to do with the ball and then sends it far downfield. Delphine gets ahead on it. Tucker Bone racing after it, able to get on it. He needs some reinforcements, does get those. Now Delphine with it again. Delphine one-on-one, tries to send the cross in. It's deflected out, corner kick coming for Switchbacks FC.
Yeah, good play from Delphine, gives the thumbs up to Tucker Bone. And the Switchbacks have earned themselves another accelerated Wealth corner kick. Center backs Chris Reeves and Jamal Jack coming forward for this one. A lot of height in the box for the Switchbacks FC. Beware of number 8, Jamal Jack. Deadly from these kind of situations as that man, Ishjom, will whip this ball in with his left foot. Ronnie Argueta just giving him the option of going short.
And Jome tells Argueta that he's all right. He's going to send this one in. On the accelerated Wealth corner kick, headed away by McFarland. Now Argueta takes it away. He'll fire from distance, and Restrepo able to parry it out.
Yeah, tremendous shot from Ronnie Argueta. That ball is going to stay just out there for Tucker Bone, but tremendous shot from Ronnie Argueta. That man right there keeping the ball down. The ball was swerving. That ball was headed toward the posted stamp. Restrepo saw it from a long way out. It was a good save in the end from Restrepo. He palmed it into a good area as well. This is a tremendous strike. Argueta takes a touch, fires with almost no backlift. That ball's arrowing in, and Restrepo 2 hands behind that one and pushes it out wide for the Switchbacks to throw in.
Argueta tried to backheel it to Bone. It's taken away by Austin, but Switchback staying with the play. Argueta back with it. He goes down. That'll be a whistle, and this will be a free kick from a very advantageous position for Switchbacks FC. So they're going to be nearly straight on at Tucker Bone standing over it. Ishjom comes over.
It's George Acosta taking Ronnie Argueta out. As you said, Switchbacks, great opportunity here. A little bit central, but you've got a couple different options for the Switchbacks. This Jones left foot, Jamal Jack with the power and the pile driver of his right. We'll see what the Switchbacks decide to go with on this joint chiropractic free kick here at Widener Field in Colorado Springs.
Jack, Jome, and Bone all around the ball. Now Jack takes a step aside, and so will Tucker Bone. So Ishjom's going to take this one, trying to put the Switchbacks on top here in the 38th minute. Fans starting to get loud here on the joint chiropractic free kick. Jome sending it in, and that one over and out.
As Chum just leaning back, got it up and over the wall, just couldn't get that ball back down. Restrepo not tested in the end. Good opportunity for the Switchbacks FC, and Restrepo will get us back underway for the visitors. Just about 7 minutes and some change left in this first 45 at Widener Field, depending on the referee stoppage time. Jamal Jack, got to be careful with those, skying high, but Andre Lima just leaning in. That's how Jamal Jack hurt his shoulder earlier in the season, going up and over an opponent.
And he's not going to change the way he plays, right? Even with the injury that he sustained earlier this season. You're right on, Roland. This is a very similar look to how Jack hurt himself early on in the season. But again, as a player, you got to always play the way you want to play. The moment that you hold back on your aggressiveness is the moment that you get beat. Now is Joan. Over to Ronnie Argueta. Now to Jordan Schweitzer.
Yeah, those balls that hang up in the air are always going to be Jamal Jack's to win with his height and his aggressiveness, as you said. Nice step forward by Austin Bold just in front of Tucker Bone on the far side of the field, but Air Force Academy product Tucker Bone works himself back, wins the Switchbacks. They throw in right in front of Adam Zarin on the far side of the field. Jordan Bird into Tucker Bone and over to Jordan Schweitzer.
And now Burt trying to play it back to Bone, and it's taken away once again by Austin. Much of this first half played in this general area of the field, both teams trading possessions near that midfield line. Now Acosta with it versus Fields to McFarland. McFarland thought about going long, instead will play it back to Amobi. Through ball there, blocked by Jordan Schweitzer. Austin back with it. Tierpak with some good dribbling. Gets around Robinson, but not around the second Switchbacks defender. Now Austin reclaims possession.
Dave Velarde with a nice step forward and slide in at the feet of Saeed Robinson. And Austin will work this ball into Andre Lima.
And Lima flips it forward. Jamal Jack, good defending, takes it away in the box and now plays it out to Saeed Robinson, who immediately gives it off to Tucker Bone. Bone sends this one through Delphine. Onside, able to get there. Delphine into the box. Romero scores! Cesar Romero finds the back of the net, and the Switchbacks have taken a late first half lead.
Yeah, tremendous attack by the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Romero and Delphine combining beautifully. And what a strike that was from Cesar Romero. Got that ball onto his right foot, fired it high, fired it goalwards, and fired it beyond Diego Restrepo. 1-0 Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC.
As you take a look at this, the play felt like it was going this speed. Romero is just there camping out in the 18-yard box. Delphine fed it to him, and just very late to defend are Austin, and perfect placement by the young Honduran to beat Diego Restrepo and to give the Switchbacks the 1-0 lead for Romero, his second goal of the season.
And it was so composed on that first touch, dragging that ball out of his feet. Great break forward from Fernando Delphine and Cesar Romero. No mistake with that finish. Very little that Diego Restrepo could do in net there for Austin. And what a perfect time for the Switchbacks FC to get this goal just before they go into the halftime break. We'll see if the Switchbacks can hold on for what would be a priceless lead after the first 45 here at Widener Field.
So the Oakwood Homes goal, Cesar Romero his second, and that's going to give Fernando Delphine his first assist as a member of the Switchbacks. So congratulations to Fernando Gonzalez Delphine for opening up his ledger, even if it is an assist. But most importantly, as Delphine and anybody on the Switchbacks will tell you, this 1-0 lead they currently enjoy. It has been a few weeks since we've seen the Switchbacks on top in a matchup. As that ball is headed away, Austin back in control and now taken away by Jordan Burt. Out wide to Bone, and he'll send this one downfield. Romero chasing after it. I don't think he'll get to it first. He will not. Fans, you can get updates and alerts all year long and following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Switchbacks FC and then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores, plus get reminders on the Switchbacks next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club. Reeves receives the pass back from Rodriguez. Over to Jack. Now Burt. Pass intended for Bone. Offline. Or was it tipped? It apparently was. That was the reason why it went off of its line, as Jordan Burt will throw this one in. Long throw in. Looking for Delphine, finds him. Now Delphine to Bone, and Bone gets tripped up from behind. Austin able to claim control, and now they'll send this one through. They just wanted to get the attention of the officials away from what happened with Tucker Bone, as Abraham Rodriguez scoops it up. And now you see with Delphine, not just the goal that he set up, but throughout this first half, Roland, Delphine has earned the trust of his teammates, and they are looking to get him the ball so he can distribute it and put the Switchbacks in a position to score.
Yeah, he showed really good energy in this first half, making good runs in good channels and good spaces as well, as we take into 1 minute of TikTok shop stoppage time as Sion McFarland gets the ball in, looking for Andre Lima, who's just over the head of the Brazilian, and he'll shoot a quizzical look the way of Sion McFarland.
So will be 1 additional minute of TikTok shop stoppage time. Austin trying to get a late goal here, which would certainly change the narrative as these two teams head off to the dressing room, as this one skips away. Now Austin fires from the far side. That was Tierpak, and it ends up sailing just wide.
Yeah, it was Chris Tierpak going goalwards. Get a good look there. The Austin native, Chris Tierpak. Lima, who had just created that chance by leaning into Jamal Jack in the center of the box. See that ball go out wide to that man, and his strike goes just over Abe Rodriguez's net, as we are almost at the end of the first 45 minutes and change here on a cloudy evening in Colorado Springs.
Wind picking up a little bit too here at Widener Field. Rodriguez certainly in no real hurry to place this ball. This goal kick should wrap up the first half as he sends it downfield, as that one is headed by McFarland, out of play. And there it is. The first half has come to an end, much to the delight of the faithful here at Widener Field. That man, Cesar Romero, his second goal of the season, set up by his new best friend, Fernando Gonzalez Delphine, has the Switchbacks on top, 1-0. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with highlights, stats, and a very, very special guest as we leave you with a great look at a great combination, a friendship forming to give the Switchbacks a 1-0 lead. We'll be back.
A well-known fertility doctor used his own sperm to father countless children.
I stacked the deck.
You did terrible harm.
My mom was patient of your father's.
Let's find out if I share a special bond with a stranger. How's our father doing? I'm just dying to get to know him. People want answers. I want answers.
If they take me down, it'll destroy you too.
How many others do you think there are?
Dozens more.
Almost Family, coming this fall to Fox. Wednesday on the season finale of 90210.
I love when you pretend to be put off by Jason. We can't afford to bring all 7 of you back.
Wednesday at 8 on Fox 21.
This is the Masked Singer. We've been putting in the hours. Will your team be ready for overtime?
Wednesday on the season finale of 90210.
I love when you pretend to be put off by Jason. We can't afford to bring all 7 of you back.
Wednesday at 8 on Fox 21.
On top of the box, strikes it true, back of the net. Oh, what a finish, Bustamante.
The attempted an amazing goal. Or maybe a goal of the year candidate from Rodrigo da Costa.
Here we go again. Kadima! Oh, what a strike.
Has been in the 11. And there's an effort from distance with Irving off his line. And that's a goal for the highlight reel there.
Oberg there. Plua. Shot goal! Plua with the bicycle! Conrad Plua! Dillon goes for goal. Oh, what a strike from Justin Dillon!
Now Gallardo for his brace tonight. So Gallardo.
Nutmeg of St. Phil, what an opportunity for Joe Gallardo, a brace, and it's 4 goals for the Richmond Kickers.
Mikey Rowe now.
Rowe takes it on, and it's in! What a strike! And Tormenta! Very patient, here's Bermudez now back on his left foot, a curler for the top corner! Oh, what a goal! Bermudez! Torre will shoot. Oh. He will score. Javon Torre.
Let's just say that you walked in.
Oh, something. Something's good. Oh my goodness. Lubin, what a save. Outstanding individual effort. They stand together.
Welcome back inside Widener Field. Beautiful evening here in Colorado Springs. This halftime segment brought to you, as always, by the Shandy Clinic, a proud sponsor of everything Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC on the SoCo CW. Shandy Clinic, exceptional therapy for exceptional children. Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC hold a narrow 1-0 lead. You take a look there. Phoenix running away with things in the USL Championship Western Conference. We talked about that earlier on the broadcast. Austin Bold making a push up into 4. Sacramento Republic rounding out the top 10 just behind the Portland Timbers 2 and Los Dos, the LA Galaxy 2, following a fellow Golden State team, Orange County SC, Oklahoma City Energy FC in 6th, Real Monarchs of Salt Lake City in 5th, Reno 1868 in the 3rd, and Fresno FC, a team that Switchback saw just recently in 2nd place in the USL Championship Western Conference. Phoenix once again running away with things out west. Scoreboard right now, Hartford United taking that narrow 4-goal win over Loudoun United. Charlotte Independence falling to the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Tampa Bay having a tremendous season out east. St. Louis and Nashville tied at 0 in the 18th minute. And same exactly for the Toros of Rio Grande Valley FC hosting Tulsa Roughnecks down in Edinburgh on the USA-Mexico border. Looking around the USL. Upcoming in the USL Championship, Portland Timbers 2 hosting Orange County SC. All these games on ESPN Plus on Sunday. Also OKC Energy FC and New Mexico United in Oklahoma City. Reno 1868 hosting the Tacoma Defiance. And the Austin Bold, the team that we're seeing here, short turnaround. They'll be on ESPN Plus on Wednesday evening against Sacramento Republic in Texas's capital city. The storylines: Phoenix rising. They clinch their playoff spot. First team in the USL Championship to do that. They lead the West by 15 points. Nashville flying up the power rankings. They're up into 4th. They've got a great win in Tampa Bay. The Rowdies having a tremendous season, and Hurricane Dorian wreaking havoc all across this country. We send our thoughts to everybody out east and down south. And, of course, Memphis 901 FC and the Charleston Battery were postponed because of that. More changes could come in the next couple days, but that was the first game to be postponed because of Hurricane Dorian. That will be made up soon. Took a look around the USL Championship Team of the Week. Adam John, the man that we saw here at Widener Field, scoring freely for Phoenix Rising. Brett from Pittsburgh and Justin Dillon. And Dew in goal. Ontiveros center back. Bourgeois on the left. And a man that we're seeing here tonight from Austin Bold FC being represented in the USL Championship Team of the Week as well. This comes out every week. Check it on USLChampionship.com. And the player of the week from Pittsburgh Riverhounds, Nico Brett. Nico Brett, one of the tremendous players out east, and having a fantastic season with the Pittsburgh Riverhounds and earning himself the USL Championship Player of the Week honors for Week 26 as we take ever closer to the 2019 USL Championship playoffs. And as we leave Nico Brett, we're going to join my broadcast partner Ryan Kaufman with a very special guest. Take it away, Ryan.
Thank you, Roland. I am here with Brett Weiss. He is the CEO of Integrity Bank. Brett, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Ryan.
So, Integrity Bank and the Switchbacks, from Integrity Bank's perspective, why is this partnership so valuable?
Yeah, you bet. We're a local bank. We are owned and operated here in El Paso County and love partnering with local things. And so we look at the Switchbacks as an opportunity to support something that's local, that's going on here within our community.
Yeah, and I know that you guys do a lot around not only Colorado Springs, but El Paso as a whole. Tell us a little bit about some of the other local endeavors you guys are doing.
You bet. We are very involved with several schools, supplying banking needs to them. Springs Rescue Mission, I do a lot of work with them. One of the things we do for our employees is we have them get involved in at least one outside opportunity to serve our community.
Very
so,
cool.
We've got 75 employees across the organization, so that represents at least 75 different volunteer opportunities that we provide within this community.
Very, very cool. So tonight is Superhero Night, so the most important question I have for you is, what is Brett Weiss's favorite superhero?
Without a doubt, Wolverine.
Very cool.
Ability to re-heal.
Yep.
Blades coming out your hands.
I know.
Pretty cool.
I banged my knee as I came out here. I wish I had.
You wouldn't have to worry about that.
I wouldn't have to worry about it if I have Wolverine's powers.
For sure.
Brett, thank you so much for taking the time to join us. Thanks to everything that Integrity Bank does. And I did, after we're done here, I want to ask about a loan. If maybe we can.
Boy, I left all the cash back at the bank.
Oh,
so
okay.
sorry.
Well, another time then.
For sure.
Brett Weiss, CEO of Integrity Bank. We'll be back with more from Widener Field after this.
Wednesday on the season finale of 90210.
I love when you pretend to be put off by Jason. We can't afford to bring all 7 of you back.
Wednesday at 8 on Fox 21.
I've never been like the other kids.
Looked like you saw a ghost.
Nancy!
Nancy Drew.
I chased the shadows, and Horseshoe Bay had a lot of them.
Thought you might do something dangerous.
What were you doing there, following me?
I believe in looking for the truth.
Nancy Drew.
Mommy? An emergency is the absence of choice.
Get off the pier!
It's a cruel summer.
Go! Go!
Leaving me here on my own. It's a cruel summer. Now you're gone.
Mommy! Get away from the water! Get away from the water!
911, what's your emergency?
Wednesday on the season finale of 90210.
I love when you pretend to be put off by Jason. We can't afford to bring all 7 of you back.
Wednesday at 8 on Fox 21.
We welcome you back to Widener Field. This halftime segment brought to you by the Shandy Clinic, Exceptional Therapy for Exceptional Children, a proud sponsor of our local SoCo CW broadcast. Ryan Coffin back alongside Roland Vargas. And Roland, we look at this first half. Austin didn't get a lot of chances, to the credit of the Switchbacks defense there, as you see the big foul that Delphine took earlier, but he certainly took a measure of revenge a little bit later, and we're going to see that right now. Delphine to Romero, banged it home, and that is the difference right now in this matchup. Just we came into this match seeing that Romero and Delphine were going to be paired with each other, and we didn't really know how the two of them would work out, and it seems to work very well. And right here you see something that happened after we stepped away for the halftime, that Diego Restrepo got a yellow card there at the end as Austin was walking off the field. So Restrepo upset about something and gets the yellow card. Lima coming to his aid. So interesting there that Restrepo picks up the yellow card. As we take a look at the statistical information, 59% possession for Austin Bold FC, but which makes a lot of sense. Austin has been in possession, but we always talk about this. Possession is a nice number, but at the end of the day, you want to be those top 3 categories. That's where you want to be leading, in the Switchbacks through 45 minutes are.
Yeah, the Austin Bold haven't done too much with their possession so far. You get a good look there at Diego Restrepo, as we said, picking up that yellow card at the end of the first half just for some choice words that he had to our officiating crew. And we're about to be back underway here in Colorado Springs. Saeed Robinson gets the Switchbacks back rolling as he taps that ball back to Jordan Schweitzer, who'll get on the end of it now. Schweitzer and Andre Lima exchanged pleasantries in the first half, but everything kind of calmed down after they did. There wasn't too much going on there as Jamal Jack plays that ball up to the right-hand side and Tucker Bone, but the referee's assistant just determining that ball ran out of play, and Austin Bold will get us back underway. No changes in that first half. Thomas Taviardi getting on the ball early for Austin Bold. Maybe Austin Bold have, as soon as I said it, they had made a change after 45 minutes. We'll get confirmation for that one as that ball goes out on the far side of the field into the Switchbacks bench.
And once again, a yellow card issued at the end of the first half to Diego Restrepo, the Hanson Hot Springs yellow card. For Restrepo, as you can imagine, not many yellow cards for he or really any goalkeeper in the USL Championship. That'll be just his second of the season, which for a goalie, pretty high, I suppose, but his second of the season, so no further disciplinary measures needed from the league, as long as he behaves himself for the rest of tonight's contest. Here's Tucker Bone. Flips it out wide here to Ish Jome. Jome sending this one in, and Restrepo able to play that one, had Romero bearing down on him. And now Restrepo rolls this out to the middle of the field as Austin tries to break back the other direction. To Mosi. Gives that one off to Baez, and now taken away by Switchbacks FC. Delphine couldn't quite handle it. Now Romero having some trouble staying upright. Saeed Robinson to Jordan Burt. Austin giving Burt ample space there. They respect his ability to turn it upfield. And now Reeves will play a two-man game with Ronnie Argueta. Jordan Schweitzer now with it. Plays it to the near side for Tucker Bone. Keeps it in play. Now to Saeed Robinson. Robinson thought about teeing it up there. Instead plays it to Burt. Jordan Burt tries to send that one in. It's blocked right back to him. Now Robinson coming over to help. Ball ends up on the feet of Jordan Schweitzer. Now to Reeves. Jones. Jones sends this one in. Well defended by Austin. Now the visitors will carry it out of their own end. Lima with it. Nifty pass over here to Tierpak. Austin starting to build up a little bit as they have it on the far side of the field. This one chipped forward. Jones stumbles defending on that one, but it is lost out by Austin. And it'll be a throw in here for Switchbacks FC.
Yeah, Switchbacks done some good things early in this second half, looking out wide. As that ball goes quickly over the top. But cut out by Austin Bolt. Saeed Robinson trying to track that down, but just pushed out of bounds. And the visitors will restart with the throw in through Sion McFarland.
And now here's Austin once again trying to attack here on the near side. Sent in by Phillips, and a little bit of a collision there between Lima and Rodriguez. Lima has been very disgruntled this evening, and it started very early on in the match and has just continued. And they're wanting a foul as we take a look at this again here.
Yeah, you see Lima looking for that, asking the referee for that pull back inside the box. It was a nice ball in from the left-hand side by the Austin Bold, but Lima not getting on the end of it as Abe Rodriguez gets the Switchbacks back underway. Jordan Schweitzer cutting out that ball over the top, and Saeed Robinson looking back to Jordan Burt. He'll chip it up, looking for Delphine, and he'll get on the end of it.
Delphine battling here on the near side with Moby, and late whistle there coming in as Delphine trying to defend the pass downfield from Okugo Moby. 51st minute here at Widener Field. Cesar Romero's second goal of the season is the difference. This one played out wide to McFarland. He was very busy in the first half. Into the middle for Tumosi. Switchback swarming, that defending, that Wolfpack defending mentality that Roland spoke about at the beginning of this match. On display there. Now Austin has it just above the 18. Jordan Schweitzer comes in to make the play, and then he gets fouled by Chris Tierpak.
Yeah, Tierpak going for that 50-50 ball. That man on the floor, Jordan Schweitzer, got there first. It was a good clean clearance from Schweitzer. Tierpak coming in, as you said, just a little bit late, catching a piece of the Canadian Schweitzer, and he'll just take the pressure off his defense as Abe Rodriguez will get us back underway with the free kick.
Fans, you can follow Switchbacks FC and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN Plus, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN Plus and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com as Saeed Robinson is down near midfield.
Second quick foul in succession going on Chris Tierpak. He's got to be careful, referee. Just coming across and having a word with the young man, as you said, as he left Saeed Robinson in a heap just outside the center circle. And Jordan Schweitzer will get us back underway. He'll look long out to the left-hand side to his Chom.
Chom dribbling as the defenders close in. Lost the ball for a moment. Now slips away from two defenders. Sends this one into the box. Restrepo able to fall on it.
Good goalkeeping by Restrepo. Didn't give up the rebound. That was dangerous, bouncing right in front of him like that. He rolls that ball out to the near side. And DeMar Phillips. And Restrepo under all kinds of pressure here. And that ball's going to be cleared out. Good high press there from the combination, as we've seen throughout the entire first half of this match of Cesar Romero and Fernando Delfin. Romero just getting a piece of that one, working it out for the throw-in for Austin Bold.
Romero pressuring here, forcing pass to the far side of the field. First on it is Jome. Now up to Argueta. Randy Argueta trying to get around his former teammate, Sion McFarland. Ends up going out on the far side. Throw-in coming here for Switchbacks FC. Robinson gets it to Schweitzer. Back to Jack. He'll split this one down the middle, and it ends up going out of play. Perhaps thought that either Delfino or Romero would be able to run under it.
Yeah, early hand up of apology from Jamal Jack as he played that ball through. Easy for Diego Restrepo. Gonna get us restarted with the goal kick right in front of the Trailheads.
Long down field, and there will be a whistle there going against Austin, and it is against Lima, which will only add to his bad mood.
Yeah, Andre Lima once again thrilled with the decision. Just a bit of a push in the back of Jordan Schweitzer as Schweitzer went for that header. The Switchbacks will get it over to Jamal Jack under no pressure to bring the Switchbacks forward.
Now Jordan Schweitzer right at the midfield stripe, plays this one up to Tucker Bone. Bone going in circles, gives it off to Argueta, and lost by Switchbacks FC. Now Austin looks to break back the other direction. They'll slow it up just a bit. Now Baez with it in the middle of the field. To the near side with it is Phillips. Phillips sending this one in, and that one was nearly tipped past Abraham Rodriguez by Lima, but just unable to turn his body in time. And now some discussion going on as we take a look at the pass in from Phillips. And Lima got it with the knee, and then I think what the discussion's about, you'll see it again on the replay, that Lima kind of came in with a high elbow on Chris Reeves as he was sending that one away, and the referee wanted to have a discussion with Lima about that. No flailing arms, and the result of the play will be a Pikes Peak National Bank corner kick for Austin Bold. They'll send this one in. Headed away by Jamal Jack. Austin back on it. Now out to the far side, not quite kept in. Throw-in coming for Switchbacks FC.
Yeah, it was a curious decision to see that corner kick going for Austin Bold. We take a look there, the man who came in during halftime. We'll get back to that in a second. As we see there, the Jack Quinn's Irish Pub and Restaurant fan of the game, a Packers fan, using the foam figure giveaways to block out the raucous crowd noise here at Widener Field this evening. Our Jack Quinn's Irish Pub and Restaurant fan of the game.
Trying to block out the discussion of whether Aaron Rodgers and Matt LaFleur can get along, as Bird's shot was deflected away. This will earn the Switchbacks a corner kick. It'll be a Z-trip corner kick here. Jome will head that direction as you take a look at Jordan Burt, the captain, and hashtag Colorado Sky. Gorgeous night here in Colorado Springs. Still slightly overcast, but the precipitation for the most part has stayed away. As Jome gets ready to play this Z-trip corner kick. Jordan Schweitzer giving him the option to go short. Jome will pass, and he'll send that right into the arms of Diego Restrepo.
Easy catch for Diego Restrepo. Get Austin Bold back underway. Nice defensive tracking back on the far side of the field by Saeed Robinson as he's pushed into the bench. Takes an impromptu seat right behind Woldy Harris. See Saeed Robinson there having a discussion with the referee's assistant on the far side. Just given a little bit of a push in the back and sent into the bench there by Twomasi. Right there. Saeed Robinson does a good job to catch that one and then has some constructive criticism for his opponent. Just a beautiful evening here in Colorado Springs. Jordan Schweitzer on the cover.
Good defending there to at least slow up the attack from Austin. It will be another Austin Bold throw-in.
Sion McFarland going to take this one right in front of the Nieder sign.
Headed away by Chris Reeves, and then Tucker Bone finishes the job. Diego Restrepo comes way out of his area to play that one. Sends it here to the near side. Austin back with it. Near side with it is Phillips. Phillips will get that one onto Guarderomo, and that one is taken away, and then a foul, and Chris Tierpak is going to get booked here. Now, Tierpak picked up a couple of fouls earlier in this half, so could be one of those accumulation yellow cards here. But Chris Tierpak will pick up the Hanson Hot Springs yellow card. That'll be his second of the season.
Yeah,
as we take a look at this again.
Not an especially terrible challenge from Chris Tierpak, a bit cynical, but as you said, he had created a lot of fouls earlier. And Woldy Harris, and we're just going to have a bit of a lightning delay here at Widener Field with some storms rolling through. So we will be off for a few minutes. Stick around here watching the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC with a 1-0 lead. Beautiful shot there of the skies rolling in above Widener Field. Switchbacks FC holding the 1-0 lead over the Austin Bold. Just about 60 minutes played here at Widener Field. We will have a lightning delay, and we will be back with you shortly to give you updates, keep you entertained, talk more about the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears on Thursday Night Football. Just wanted to make Mitchell Trubisky play quarterback.
So I mentioned no precipitation. I didn't say anything about electricity coming from the sky. A lightning delay here at Widener Field. Switchbacks leading 1-0 over Austin Bold. We'll keep you updated as things progress. Welcome back to Widener Field as we are getting ready to resume this one. Colorado Springs and Austin, 1-0. The Switchbacks lead it on the strength of a Cesar Romero goal alongside Roland Vargas. I'm Ryan Kaufman. And Roland, the obvious question here as we take a look at one of the substitutions, Beto Avila coming in for Chris Tierpak. And then, of course, we also have Francis Atuhene coming into the contest as well. How does this affect both of these teams, and does it negatively affect one team over another?
Yeah, we'll obviously have to wait and see if it favors one of these teams, but a long delay here at Widener Field. Referee bringing players off as we get a look there at the Gold Shim substitution. There's Adam Zarin on the far side of the field. Couple of new players in for Austin Bold. We'll see how long Switchbacks interim head coach Woldy Harris chooses to wait before he makes a change himself to give a little bit of fresh legs for this lineup. But hopefully both teams are able to get off the field, rest, get some fluids, maybe get some food as well. It was quite a long delay here in Colorado Springs with the Lightning passing overhead. Switchbacks going through their huddle as we get back underway. Just about 30 minutes and change left at Widener Field in Colorado Springs.
So it'll be Francis Atuahene coming into the contest for Austin along with Roberto Avila. So we will see how those substitutes help out Austin as they look to draw even here. There's still plenty of time in this matchup. It will be very telling the first 5 minutes here out of this Lightning delay that will in total take about 45 to 47 minutes to run its course. Jamal Jack standing over the ball as got to get restarted here from where we last left off.
Yeah, Jamal Jack, as you said, over this one. Referees just going through their final paces. They're about ready to go. And Jamal Jack will get us back underway here in Colorado Springs. Cool evening now in southern Colorado. Switchbacks unchanged after the Lightning hiatus, and Jamal Jack's going to pump that ball forward. Nice flick on, too. Just looking in behind for Cesar Romero. Nice little flick on by Fernando Delfin, and Romero just out of his reach. Good early starting position from Diego Restrepo.
And that's certainly what can happen when you have these restarts. Guys are a little bit warmed up, but they're creatures of habit, right? So they're kind of coming into a weird situation, and a bad bounce or something like that could be very detrimental to one team or another as the Switchbacks build up once again on the attack, taken away this time by Austin. And now Ronnie Argueta will be called for the foul. Fans, you can get updates and alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Switchbacks FC and then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. Plus, get reminders on Switchbacks' next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club.
Switchbacks pressing high once again. Tucker Bone on the right-hand side. Saeed Robinson playing very centrally this evening for the Switchbacks. Ball over the top. That's meat and drink for player of Jamal Jack's quality. And now Ish Jome stepping in, helping that one on to Jordan Schweitzer. Young Canadian back on the ball again. Canadian by the way of the great Pacific Northwest, the city of Seattle. As Switchbacks captain Jordan Burt just going to chip that ball forward. His family in town from Indiana to watch the Switchbacks captain and his mustache. This evening, Diego Restrepo pinging that ball out to the right-hand side.
And now nearly taken away again by Ronnie Argueta. And, of course, the Switchbacks, as well as Austin, want to get this one back going. Not just because the Switchbacks are winning, but just how massive this win would be. We haven't talked about it quite enough during this broadcast. If this result were to hold, this would be the biggest win that the Switchbacks have had under interim head coach Woldy Harris, and certainly as he tries to get offered the full-time gig, certainly can point to this game, but more work to do. Saeed Robinson with it. He'll flick it forward, played out by Austin. Robinson trying to stay in the play, but then it's taken away.
It was a nice idea by Saeed Robinson. Just look over the top. Here's a foot race for Jamal Jack. Good covering by Jamal Jack. Plays that ball off of the substitute Roberto Avila, and that will be a goal kick for Abe Rodriguez in the Switchbacks net as we get a good look there at young number 13 Beto Avila out of Austin. Hometown product.
And soccer really booming down not only in the state of Texas, but particularly Austin, as of course they've added an MLS side as well. So a lot of soccer fans down in Austin as Ronnie Argueta, nice combination, and now they're going to call a handball on Austin. The Switchbacks were right on top of it, and this will be a huge opportunity for them. Diego Restrepo is beside himself as Cesar Romero fired in the shot. We'll take a look at it again. Right there, I believe that was Sion McFarland there, the former member of the Switchbacks. Put up his forearm there. Sometimes you could be the most well-trained soccer player, but at the end of the day, your reflexes kick in sometimes, and McFarland there.
Yeah, what a brilliant break forward that was by the Switchbacks, driven forward by their center midfielder, Ronnie Argueta. And it will be the captain, the native of Elkhart, Indiana, Jordan Burt, number 44, to step forward to take this penalty kick for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC just over an hour played here at Widener Field, as this rests on the right foot of Jordan Burt.
This could be the moment of the match right here. Restrepo in goal, trying to eyeball Jordan Burt. Burt deciding which way he's going to go here. Fans getting loud here at Widener Field. Burt ready. Restrepo leaping. Now he gets settled in. Here comes Burt. Fires off the post. Kept in play by Switchbacks FC. Here's Bo with the shot. Restrepo with the save.
Double save from Diego Restrepo. He got a big piece of the first one and then a nice save at Tucker Bone as well. Diego Restrepo keeping Austin Bold in this game. It was a well-taken penalty kick from Jordan Burt. He picked his spot, just couldn't beat Diego Restrepo on the far side of the field, as we'll get a replay momentarily. Referee just coming across to have a talk with the coach of Austin Bold. Here is Jordan Burt, picks his spot, goes for it, and that's a fine save from Diego Restrepo, and then a second one as well on Tucker Bone. You see here Restrepo moving his feet down, doesn't give up the rebound. Saeed Robinson sniffing away on the doorstep. Good goalkeeping from Diego Restrepo as we're back to live play, and a Hanson Hot Springs yellow card issued for Austin Bold as Ronnie Argueta is left in a heap on the field.
Yeah, my apologies to Diego Restrepo. I don't want to take away a save from him. I thought that ball went off the post. Initially, it was certainly going that direction, but Restrepo did get his hands on it, and then terrific recovery to make the second save as we now look at the foul here.
Yeah, right in front of the Austin bench. There's the foul coming in. That was a bit strong from Twomasi, and referee right on top of it in front of the Austin bench, but you can see on that save on the penalty kick from Diego Restrepo, confirmation of the Hanson Hot Springs yellow card. It was such a strong hand from Diego Restrepo. Looked like that ball had hit a wall, looked like that ball had hit the post. It went up so straight up in the air. It's a real strong hand from Restrepo. Good penalty kick from Jordan Burt, but Restrepo equal to it as the Switchbacks work that back to Abe Rodriguez, and he'll pump that ball into the Austin bench. Everything to play for at Widener Field here. We've got a fantastic last 25 minutes on our hands in Colorado Springs.
Yeah, what a moment by Diego Restrepo to make those two saves, and now his teammates emboldened by his saves, and now Lima will play this one over to the far side as they try to attack. They have not really tested Abraham Rodriguez a whole lot, and as I say, that one just bounces off the fingertips, but it was whistled before that.
Yeah, Abe Rodriguez wasn't to know that. Late decision made by Rodriguez. Great reflexes reaching up with the right hand, but the referee's assistance flag was up on the far side of the field. You see here Abe Rodriguez, crafty with the right hand, blocks that ball. As you said, unbeknownst to him, the assistance flag was up for offside, and Abe Rodriguez will get the switchback started after pushing his center backs forward. And we'll give a shout out, as we always do, to the Shandy Clinic, one of the fine sponsors of everything Switchbacks FC, exceptional therapy for exceptional children, the Shandy Clinic.
So Austin with it, still trailing 1-0. Restrepo will send this one to the near side. Jordan Burt goes up for the header on the second effort. Try to get it to Bone. Now battle for it. That one off of Jordan Burt. Throw-in coming here for Austin. Austin wanted the quick throw-in. The ball boy was a little bit long with the toss. And Austin gets things back restarted. Jordan Schweitzer trying to take it away. Now Tucker Bone on his follow-through. He hit one of I think that was Phillips that he hit on the follow-through of his kick. That was coming through there. It was DeMar Phillips, and he is none too happy with that. But you could tell Tucker Bone just trying to send a ball downfield. Kind of Charlie Brown the ball, missed it, and got Phillips instead as we take a look at that sequence again. Yeah, Bone just trying to send that one downfield. But you can understand Phillips' frustration as he took a boot to the Achilles, it looked like there. Now Switchbacks FC building up the attack. Cesar Romero on the far side. Romero sidesteps a defender. More come to help. Now out to Ish Jome.
Full of confidence, Cesar Romero. You see the tricks coming out. Switchbacks, perfectly comfortable working backwards. Saving some time, taking some pressure. And taking some of the wind out of the sails of Austin Bold. That ball looking for Jordan Burt from Abe Rodriguez. Just a little bit too long for the Switchbacks captain.
Phillips getting ready to throw this one in for Austin. Now this one played out short to the near side. Jordan Schweitzer defending there as Austin has to turn around and play it back. Now out wide here. Ball up here on the near side. And now that one is deflected out. So a corner kick up coming here for Austin Bold FC.
Yeah, Pikes Peak National Bank corner kick for the visitors. Coming across to take that. Center backs forward for Austin Bold. A lot of height in the box.
And this one sent in, headed into the back of the net. Austin Bold has equalized. On the goal, Gustavo Rizzi levels us at 1 apiece. And we said the first 5 minutes out of this lightning delay would be very telling, and we've had 2 saves by that man, and now a goal to bring us level. Just a terrific header as Rizzi puts it into the back of the net, and we got a brand new match here at Widener Field.
Yeah, it was a good header by the young Sao Paulo native, short post. Nothing that Abe Rodriguez could do about that, and as you said, we are all even here at Widener Field, 1-1. Austin Bold starting the better of these two teams after that lightning delay. Ish Jome looking for the back post, and Tucker Bone.
Bone firing that one in. Play was whistled beforehand. 71st minute here. Austin has drawn level. I mentioned precipitation, we get a lightning delay. I mentioned how big this win would be for Switchbacks FC, and we get an equalizing goal. That'll be it for me tonight, I assure you. Fans, who's up, who's down? Find out each and every week as the USL Championship puts out their power rankings every Monday at uslsoccer.com. Of course, Austin very high on the power rankings, very high in the standings, even more importantly.
And we do have breaking news from Florida, Tampa, Florida, where the USL is headquartered, that Phoenix Rising will once again be at the top of the USL Championship Power Rankings.
Wonder if they just have a template that has Phoenix and then everything else is blank and then they fill it in.
Yeah, you can just fill in through 2 through 10. We don't need to worry about number 1 right now.
What a season Phoenix is having. Unbelievable. We saw them last week. They are as advertised. If you have not seen Phoenix play, as this ball is played through, and Rodriguez up to the task as he runs up there and falls on it.
Yeah, good goalkeeping by Abe Rodriguez. Jordan Schweitzer given a push in the back off of the ball, as Schweitzer saw that one through to his young goalkeeper. Switchbacks will work that across to Ronnie Argueta. Just dropped that off. It was a nice ball through from Andre Lima, pulling the strings as always. And Abe Rodriguez out. You see Jordan Schweitzer going flying over the top on Superhero Night at Widener Field. And Tucker Bone drawing the foul for the Switchbacks, and they'll restart with the young Canadian Jordan Schweitzer. He'll ping that ball out wide looking for Ish Jome.
And he'll find him. But Jome unable to hold it in. Austin will have a throw in just to the left of their dugout. Throw in here to Lima, and now he'll give this one off. Switchbacks defending well, and they'll fire that one the other direction. Jordan Schweitzer, a little bit of sauce on that one, just wanted to get it as far away as possible, did so, but just ends up being a throw-in from basically the same spot. Austin with it. Take the near side for Phillips. Now through the middle. Phillips with it out wide. He'll send this one to the middle. That one fired in one motion by Lima. And Lima knows how close he became.
Yeah, that would have been USL Championship goal of the week contender, Andre Lima. Firing this one goalward off the volley, off the right foot. Very little backlift, and that's just inches wide. You can see Abe Rodriguez, nothing he could do about that. He's just hoping and praying that that one goes by his far post, and it barely does. Andre Lima, nice step forward, found himself in a good position. Austin Bold looked the more dangerous of the two teams here in Colorado Springs since the lightning delay.
Rowan here. We'll go to Delphine, and if you're Switchbacks FC, that's what you want to do. After conceding that match-tying goal, you want to get it onto the feet of your playmaker, Fernando Gonzalez Delphine, who set up Cesar Romero for the only Switchbacks goal. Thought he played really well in the first half, and even, prior to the lightning delay. And that's the kind of playmaking ability that the Switchbacks saw in him and why they want to bring him in from Mexico.
Yeah, Delphine and Romero, really nice combination play. As you said, up until the lightning delay. It's great coaching by Switchback staff and Wolde Harris, ringing that card, ringing that change, putting that combination up front for the Switchbacks as Jordan Burt comes across it right back on the cover, and we'll clear that ball out. But a great job by Romero and Delphine. Just found themselves starved for service a little bit last few minutes as Austin Bold has been on the attack. That ball going to go into the far post. Should be Abe Rodriguez's and is.
Rodriguez quickly sends it back the other direction, headed away by Austin. Throw in coming, and we'll get a substitution here for Switchbacks FC. It will be Austin doing the local product, who will come into the match. Cesar Romero's evening is done, but he did his job. He has the lone Switchbacks goal, and now he'll give way to fresher legs. Austin doing, grew up in Colorado Springs, went to Air Academy High School, then played his college ball along with his now Switchbacks teammate Tucker Bone. And on cue, Bone has it on the near side. Nice, fancy sidestep from a defender. Burt trying to leave it for Bone to reward him for that nifty move, and it's taken away by Austin, and now Bone will draw the foul there, and now he'll get a talking to, as maybe went a little extra there after the initial contact. Callan Radisov telling him that he sees him, and he doesn't want to see that again. As you could see there, that's what they got Tucker Bone for, was that last little leg, I wouldn't say kick, it just kind of pushing the leg of the Austin player away from him. Sonny Guardaromo, Sonny G, as the back of his jersey indicates. Now Austin with it, they'll chip it into the box, and that one is guided away. Fans want to tune in to ESPN3 on September 11th at 8:30 Mountain Time for an electrifying edition of Wednesday Night Soccer. High-flying Phoenix Rising FC heads to Las Vegas to meet the lights in an action-packed Western Conference showdown. See it all September 11th at 8:30 Mountain during Wednesday Night Soccer on ESPN3. That is coming up on this Wednesday.
Yeah, that should be a fantastic game. We talked about Phoenix Rising, Las Vegas. They've had some good results lately too. Excited to see that one. And once again, another Pikes Peak National Bank corner kick for the visitors where they scored last time.
And this time, Jordan Schweitzer able to get his head on it, and then Tucker Bone on the return sends it out of play. As you can imagine, quite a few fans didn't make their way back in, but a good number of them did. And they're going to be treated to a very exciting final 12 minutes here as we are all level at 1. Austin off the throw-in. Nearly taken away. Why Austin doing? Guardaromo sends it into the box. Header off the post that time. And Rodriguez may have gotten his fingertips on it as well, but a whistle will take all of that away. Still tense moments for the 17-year-old goalkeeper as we take a look at Guardaromo sending that one in, and
almost Lima time
again.
Yeah, for Austin Bold. Rises well, crashes his header onto the crossbar. Abe Rodriguez may have just gotten a touch to push that one onto the woodwork, but the Switchbacks living dangerously now with Austin Bold really pushing for a winner here in Widener Field. That should be Abe Rodriguez's, and is. Good job closing at the feet there of Ishjom and Chris Reeves.
Well, this lightning delay is serving Austin well. They have come out and looked like a completely different team. They controlled possession up until that point, but really no chances to speak of, and they have come out and they have tested Abe Rodriguez. They've scored a game-tying goal, and of course you can't discount the impact that Diego Restrepo's save on the penalty kick from Jordan Burt is having on this team. Of course, Switchbacks know all about that. In one of Abe Rodriguez's first matches as a member of the Switchbacks, he saved the PK against Phoenix, which allowed the Switchbacks to get a road point back in March. Thrown here from Austin. Play it out to Phillips here on the near side of the field. Ball through, Jordan Schweitzer, good defending. Now Jordan Burt comes to help. Austin keeps control.
Thomas De Velarde on the turn, pushing the visitors forward, working that ball out to the right-hand side.
And now they'll have it out wide, trying to split a couple of Switchbacks defenders. Saeed Robinson getting in there. Can't quite take it away, but the pass goes out, and it'll be a Switchbacks throw in all the same.
Another change for the Switchbacks on the far side of the field. I believe it'll be Kwasi Donsu checking in, and it will be in for Fernando Delfin. Kwasi Donsu coming into the game. Getting cool here at Widener Field. As my broadcast partner takes off his jacket, I put a jacket on. Our Gold Gym substitution, Kwasi Donsu, into the action for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, and quickly onto the ball, and he's going to go for goal, and that ball is going to go over Diego Restrepo. Nice idea there from Kwasi Donsu, full of confidence, coming straight in off the bench, seeing Diego Restrepo playing sweeper keeper well off his line, and he takes the first time shot high and handsome over that young man Diego Restrepo's net.
And that's par for the course when it comes to Kwasi Donsu. He is unafraid to rip it from anywhere on the field, and certainly provides some energy off the bench for Switchbacks FC, and Oldie Harris is hoping he provides some more of that here in the last 8 to 10 minutes, as this one is pushed well wide. Switchbacks not going to settle for a draw. They want to find a winner here in the last few minutes.
Chris Reeves looking long, looking for the run of Kwasi Donsu in behind. Donsu's gone forward to lead the line for the Switchbacks FC since his introduction just a few minutes ago. Dropping that one back to Ronnie Argueta. He's going to look wide to Tucker Bone, but well read by Austin Bold.
Now Jordan Burke comes up to try and take the ball away. Could not do it. Gets the whistle for the foul. Phillips directing traffic, now puts it airborne. Looking for Lima. Jamal Jack wins that header and then wins the ball after that. Now here's Kwasi Donsu. Donsu brings it out wide, and now play will be stopped as Lima is down on the field.
Yeah. Magically, when Lima finds out there will be nothing further from the referee, he's going to get himself back to his feet. Just a big challenge with Jamal Jack. We talked about Jamal Jack's physicality. Got to use your arms to jump. Jamal Jack doesn't swing that arm. Just jumps over the back of Andre Lima. Lima goes down. Jamal Jack and Lima sharing some pleasantries. Lima has made himself well known to the Switchbacks this evening, and Austin Bold sportingly playing that ball back to Abe Rodriguez after the referee got us back underway. Lima and Jamal Jack continuing their discussion off the ball. Referee just making sure he's close to that one. That would not be something that I personally would want to get in the middle of. Two of the biggest players on the field, Jamal Jack and Andre Lima. That ball goes into Kwasi Donsu. Nice turn, and he'll win his team the free kick.
Tucker Bone standing over it, wants some breathing room here. Is Joe, meanwhile, coming over to probably take this free kick. It will be a joint chiropractic free kick. Joe with the hand up, curls it, going far post. Restrepo comes out, knocks it away, and then collects on the follow. Then he lost it, but Austin able to clear it out anyway.
Yeah, it was Austin putting pressure on Diego Restrepo. Jamal Jack, beautiful interception there for the Switchbacks, and he's going to clean up a second time and earn his team the free kick. Great play from Jamal Jack. All action tonight from young Jackie.
And the fans certainly appreciate the effort from Jamal Jack. As we take a look at this sequence from Jamal Jack, made the initial block and then came up and earns the foul. Back to live action here. Switchbacks FC trying to beat Diego Restrepo one more time. As many opponents have figured out this season, it's tough enough to score against Diego Restrepo once, let alone multiple times in a match. And it will be a tall order for Switchbacks FC if they want to pick up the full 3 points at home. Meanwhile, Austin has eyes on 3 points. as Ishjome able to take that one away. Referees allowing a little bit of physicality here late in this one. Saeed Robinson gets it taken away from behind. Here comes Austin one more time. Ball played to the near side. With it is Phillips. Phillips to the middle will receive the pass back. Phillips going far post, headed, and that one right into the gut of Abraham Rodriguez. Now Jordan Burt on the near side. Up to Donsu. Donsu to Argueta. Argueta with a lot of green. He'll use it. Plays that one out to Doing. Back to Argueta. Now to Schweitzer. He could strike from distance. Thought about it. Now he'll take it. That one was deflected by Austin, so this will result in a corner kick for Switchbacks FC. As you know, Schweitzer is unafraid to take shots from distance, decided to take a couple of steps forward and was able to get at least the deflection. So it will be a Phil Long corner kick here for Ishjome. See if he can find someone on the other end of this kick.
Referee just going to have a talking with Diego Restrepo and Austin Doing. Austin Doing perfectly entitled to hold his position on the goal line. Phillips and Doing having a bit of a shoving match. Good luck pushing the Lieutenant of the Air Force out of the way. Ishjome brings that ball in.
That one deflected, then headed just off the fingertips of Restrepo, and Austin just wants to fire it out of play. Restrepo once again saves Austin Bold as he got his fingertips on that one. And now another corner kick is coming up, and more extracurricular activities as now Chris Reeves and Phillips are getting into it.
Yeah, we've seen this all evening between these two teams. Referee right on top of it. His assistant has come in from the far side of the field. Austin Doing now just playing peacemaker. Saeed Robinson coming in. Jamal Jack, the man to end any argument. Saeed Robinson just holding Phillips back. We'll see what the referee decides. He's going to have a little consult with his assistant, and he's going to bring out some yellow cards.
So it looks like Phillips is the one in the crosshairs here, and he will indeed get a yellow card. Lima, meanwhile, working on Callum Radisov, asking him to give a yellow to Austin Doing. That will not happen. And now we'll turn our attention to the corner kick upcoming here for Switchbacks FC, a Z-trip corner kick. As Doing and Phillips look a little calmer. Jome sends it in. That one headed towards goal and a little bit wide of the far post.
Yeah, Jordan Burt just leaning back. So difficult for Burt, falling back toward his own goal. There's a confirmation there of the Hanson Hot Springs yellow card to DeMar Phillips.
And while we have a moment, let's take a look at our moment of the match, presented by Penrose St. Francis, and it will be this penalty kick, not one, but two saves from Diego Restrepo, and there's the second, and now Switchbacks FC as we get back to live action, breaking back the other way, taken away by Austin. Saeed Robinson took it away on the far side and was sprinting down. Austin doing a good job to recover. Now Switchbacks building. Here's Tucker Bone to Kwasi Donsu. He fires Restrepo with the save, but Donsu was offside.
Yeah, more good play from Restrepo. As you said, Kwasi Donsu had just drifted into an offside position as we're into 2 minutes of tick-tock stoppage time here at Widener Field. You see the referee giving a nice long look at his watch. What a fantastic game this has been. Pretty quiet first half an hour or so at Widener Field, and then things really turned up with that Switchbacks goal toward the end of the first half. Diego Restrepo must have pulled something as he allows his center back to take that one headed on to the imposing figure of Andre Lima.
And Lima gets a little contact from Jamal Jack, and that little contact's going to go a long way as it will get a foul called against Jack.
Such a good player, Andre Lima. Such a constant thorn in the side of his opponents. Young Brazilian, he'll trot into the box. Center backs forward for the visitors. And standing on top of this one will be the second half substitute, Sonny G. Ain't nothing but a Sonny G thing. This ball's gonna get whipped in on the right foot, right on top of the penalty spot.
And this one misses everyone and ends up going out. So it will be a goal kick here for Switchbacks FC. They are running out of time as we take a look at the corner that didn't end up. Lima tried to get his head on it there at the end, could not. And it will be out for a goal kick. Switchbacks need to hurry. Rodriguez telling his teammates to get downfield. And it won't matter. That is the final whistle as this one has come to an end, as Switchbacks FC cannot hold their 1-0 lead. Austin scores in the second half after the lightning delay to even it up at 1, and that's the way we will end as you take a look at our Better Business Bureau man of the match, Cesar Romero. He had the lone Switchbacks goal, but in the end, the Switchbacks could not add to it on the penalty kick, and they conceded a goal of their own. As you take a look at Romero's goal. 1-1 at full time. We'll be back to wrap things up from Widener Field in just a moment.
Let's face it, the suits are pretty cool. Thank you. Next. Let me help.
That was amazing!
We make a good team. World's finest.
Batwoman, followed by Supergirl.
Everybody stop your clucking. Sunday, September 29th, Fox's animation domination is back.
Yay!
And your favorite families welcome the Hart family.
Wait, what? Yay!
Bunch of loonies up in here.
Bringing you the biggest names in comedy.
Their eggs sell for $40 a pop.
Ow! This is gonna work. Hashtag sarcasm.
Bless the Hearts premieres Sunday, September 29th.
Oh my God!
Oh God. We just got the swelling down.
On Fox.
We welcome you back to Widener Field, where Austin Bold FC comes into Colorado Springs after a 90-minute, or a 45-minute, excuse me. It felt like 90 minutes, but it was only 45-minute lightning delay. They get an equalizer and come away with a crucial road point. As you take a look at Diego Restrepo, really, he's got to be the hero tonight for Austin with the 2 saves he made on that PK sequence from the Switchback.
Yeah, Diego Restrepo was huge, led with his experience. Fantastic double save there in the second half to keep Austin bold. Easy for me to say in this game. Diego Restrepo, he was fantastic tonight for the visitors.
And Restrepo talking to one of his former teammates, Mike Seth, who is now with the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, as we take a look at our statistical information. And Switchbacks led pretty much every stat that you'd like to see. Shots on target. They led in goals for a while. But at the end of the day, it was just, and it's a microcosm of the season, Roland, really, where it's just one moment, 1 or 2 moments that completely change it. And that happened tonight, not only with the Restrepo saves, but the goal for Austin Bold as well.
Yeah, it certainly did. Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC just lacked that cutting edge when it mattered. They got that goal in the first half, but they deserved at least a couple in the second 45 in and around that lightning delay, as you said.
It was a 45-minute lightning delay. And up next, Switchbacks FC will take on New Mexico United, a mini 2-game road trip for Austin. They will go home and take on Sacramento Republic FC. Well, partner, not the way that the Switchbacks would have wanted it, but next week is another week for the Switchbacks. 1-1 is how we finish. For my broadcast partner, Roland Vargas, and our executive producer, Gary Stebbins, our outstanding crew, thank you for joining us here at Widener Field. Austin comes in, gets a crucial point on the goal by Rizzi that you see there, and they'll head back to Texas, a very happy team. Good night, everybody.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.